Today, we're going to be looking at sentences, how are sentences constructed, and the different kinds of sentences. So our learning objective is to be able to understand simple, compound, and complex sentences. Let's begin. A sentence is a complete idea. So for something to be considered a sentence, it has to be a complete idea, a complete thought. They start with a capital letter and they end with a full stop or an end stop. So it could be an exclamation point, it could be a question mark at the end. They usually describe an action, and the action word in the sentence is called a verb. For example, Henry surfed into a giant cucumber. Notice that the surfed is highlighted in green. That would be your verb. Or Emily is eating an apple. Is eating, that is the continuous action there, and that is your verb. A sentence can be simple, complex, or compound. Let's look at simple sentences. Now, simple sentences consist of one clause and one verb. For example, it was late, or I am cold, or the men were very cold. Notice there that there is only one verb in the sentence and also one clause, a main clause. The surgeon is ready. Compound sentences. A compound sentence has two or more clauses, and these clauses are joined by and, but, or, so. The clauses are both equal and they can stand alone as a sentence. And a good way to remember a compound sentence is that it's two simple sentences joined together by and, but, or so. So the simple sentences have to be of equal length as well. For example, I was late, but I wasn't tired. Notice that it was late, is joined by but and I wasn't tired, and they're both of equal lengths. That makes that sentence a compound sentence. Or Alice found a key and she opened a door. The gate was open, so I walked in. So those three examples are all simple sentences joined by the connective but, and, or so. Complex sentences. A complex sentence consists of a main clause and a subordinate clause, which is less important. So we know that the main clause is the main idea of the sentence and it makes sense on its own. A subordinate clause doesn't make sense on its own. So Alice found a key, that would be your main clause. That on its own makes sense. Which opened the door. But if we only had which opened the door, that would not make sense on its own. Hence, that's your subordinate clause. We're going to join the main clause with a subordinate clause in the table. I'm going to give you some time to do this on your own. So if you stop the recording here, the tutorial here, and have a go at matching, they're not correct. So you're going to find the subordinate clause for the main clause of the sentence. So for example, the children began to shout. When I went to bed isn't the most appropriate one. So you're going to find the most appropriate one. Could it be witches in Greece? Or because they are so colorful? Or when the teacher left the room? Or when the Great Fire spread in 1666? Or who invented the telephone? So have a go at doing this. Okay, let's see how you have done. Number 1, the children began to shout when the teacher left the room. Number 2, last night I read a good book when I went to bed. Number 3, Alexander Bell was the inventor who invented the telephone. Number 4, I visited Athens, which is in Greece. Number 5, I collect stamps because they're so colorful. And number 6, Samuel Pepys lived in London when the fire spread in 1666. How well do you do? Please check your responses with these corrected ones. Now it's over to you. I need you to think of a suitable subordinate clause to finish these sentences. So this is sort of a homework just to ensure that you understood the tutorial today. So I've just given you 4 for you to complete on your own. Number 1, I like cats because, and you would then find the suitable subordinate clause of your choice to finish this sentence. Or number 2, my pet rabbit escaped, when you do the same. Number 3, I climbed the tree so that. And number 4, the explorer kept walking until. I would also like you to continue to practice using these 3 types of sentences, simple, compound, and complex, to consolidate your knowledge. Well, we've come to the end of our tutorial today. As usual, I'm so happy that you've spent the time with me, and I hope to see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.